Hello and welcome everyone. This is Robert here again. And let's talk about Apple. So what I want to do is I want to let you guys first know, yes, I am an Apple fanboy. I do enjoy a lot of Apple products. I do have a lot of Apple products and I use Apple pretty much every day. But I'm not here to give you guys an unbiased review of Apple and sort of be like the good guy here. I want to give you sort of a review, sort of my thoughts on really what I think is going on with Apple now, especially now that we're in the month of October. This is actually when Steve Jobs passed away. So since Steve Jobs' time, Apple has sort of evolved, sort of changed. So even though I enjoy Apple stuff and I enjoy Apple products, I like almost all tech. Whatever tech that works, that's what I prefer. So this talk is about how Apple has pretty much changed since Steve Jobs is no longer around. So as you might know, we have the iPhone X, which they discontinued this year. We have now the XS, XS Max, and the XR, which is coming out in October this month. And we're all running iOS 12. And then for our Apple Watches, we have the Series 4. These are running watchOS 5.0.1. Not 5.0, they did a small upgrade. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So let's start off with the iPhone. So Apple's pretty much discontinued all the other iPhones. And they took whatever the mess was of iOS 11, fixed it in iOS 12. Okay, good job there. But since Steve Jobs' time, the iPhone X as we know it today, and including the XS and XS Max, probably would never have seen the day of light. Because Steve Jobs would never have allowed the notch. That would have been ugly. He would have figured out some way to have that embedded within the screen. Steve Jobs would have also corrected iOS 11 before it even became public. So that never would have came out. That would never have given us what iOS 12 is, which is small features, more performance. We would have had that already in iOS 11 and would have more features in iOS 12. The Apple Watch probably wouldn't have come out with Steve Jobs, or it would have come out later. Now, Series 4 basically is what the Apple Watch should have been. So beyond that, they discontinued Series 3, 2, 1, the original. Those are all gone. So now it's going to be Series 4 on. Whatever Series 4 is, they're going to build on that. So now what basically happened here? Okay. Apple got under the CEO, Tim Cook, after Steve Jobs passed away. And Tim Cook, instead of taking over and following what Steve was trying to do, pretty much took his own vision and his own self and figured out, okay, he's going to do this with Apple. And that might have been good, that might have been bad, hard to say. But look where Apple is today. They are a $1 trillion company. They gave us a simple 5-watt charger with the fast charging XS's, which of course, you know, they want to make money in you buying accessories. Now I wasn't in that boat of having that issue of the so-called charge gate, because when I got my iPhone X, I automatically got myself a 24-watt charger, a 30-watt charger, the USB-C to lightning cables. So I was already pretty much prepared. I even got a fast charger for the vehicle as well. So I pretty much was prepared. I kind of knew what the iPhone X charging capabilities were going to be. So when the XS came out, I didn't get ChargeGate. Now I did experience ChargeGate with a little 5-watt charger that I have sitting around. Of course, it's intermittent, doesn't happen that much. What really got me was the Apple Watch. I had figured watchOS 5 would finally have fixed the silly crashing issue. No, not even watchOS 5.0.1. The Apple Watch seems to crash on me a lot every day. And I thought it was apps. I deleted a lot of apps. I added more space. No, it still continues to crash. So that's another area Apple needs to fix. Then iCloud needs to be revamped tremendously. To take an iPhone X information, move it from iCloud to an iPhone XS Max. You would imagine the XS Max has more speed. It would take no more than 20-30 minutes. No, 5 to 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours with the amount of stuff that I have. So a lot of apps, yes, But 5 to 6 hours is ridiculous. That's ridiculous to restore from iCloud to another device. The watch was no issue. The watch restored with no problem. I had no issues with the carrier updates or nothing like that. But that was the problem. So Apple needs to fix iCloud. So then we come into now features we were supposed to get on iOS 12, which we don't have yet. Fixing of BeautyGate and ChargeGate, which we don't have yet. I am a beta tester with iOS 12, so I know that iOS 12.1 has those fixes in it. But why are we made to wait for those updates? Why couldn't they come out when iOS 12 came out, since we had almost 11 betas? 11 betas, that's a record of having beta softwares. I don't know. So here's the thing. I'm not bashing Apple. I'm not saying Apple's a bad company. I'm not saying Apple has bad products. I'm not saying that Apple has bad software. What I'm saying is to point out to you guys, basically as a consumer, yes, the iPhone XS Max is very good, very fast. I love the camera. I'm using the camera every day as much as I can. Yes, the Apple Watch Series 4 is a very good watch, very fast, very efficient, besides the crashes, and very good when the EKG finally comes available, which we're waiting on. So yes, Apple has good products. I love using a MacBook compared to a PC any day. And I love using iPhones, definitely. They're much, much easier to use, much faster and better and more apps. So yes, I do like Apple products. I've tried Android, and I have messed with Android phones. They are very confusing to me. Yes, I like the way you can move the apps everywhere and it's very customizable, but they're very confusing devices. And I don't like the lack of security that it has. Would I ever get an Android? Probably not. I'll probably stay with Apple, but if you're an Android person, stay with Android. If you're an Apple person, stay with Apple. But here's the thing. What is going to change with Apple? That's the real question. Is Apple going to stay the same as they are, or are they eventually going to learn from their mistakes, and are they going to evolve? That we're going to have to see, folks. So, we're nearing the end of this year. We're down to about maybe 3 months left. So 2019 is almost here. 2019 is going to be a big year for Apple because we'll have WWDC. That's going to include the brand new iOS 13. We'll get the betas of that. And then we're going to hopefully get a revamped iPhone, revamped Apple Watch, and maybe we'll see some iPads or Macs come out this year or be revamped next year. We'll have to see. But that is my thoughts there. If you like them, don't like them, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And let me know. Send me DMs, send me messages. Let me know what you think. Are you an Apple person? Do you like what Apple's doing now? Or do you prefer what Steve Jobs did? And where do you think Apple's going to go from here, being a $1 trillion company? That's what I got for you guys. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a heart, and I will catch you guys with more videos, okay? Thanks for watching.